gay news. So apparently, Little Nas X has pretty much, we were wondering well, I have. I don't know about y'all, but I actually have. What's been going on with Little Nas X? Because, 2024 has not been his year. He's currently in his flop era. Let's be honest. He's currently in his flop era, and the music wasn't doing what needed to be done. And in regards of that, we thought that we were going to be getting a new album this year. The songs, the videos, the whole rollout, nothing was working. We received a lot of backlash, especially from his J. Christ song. And the people wasn't really feeling what he was giving. So in that case, what I heard was Little Nas X fired his entire team, and now he's currently residing in New York. So I think he's basically trying to rebuild and rebrand. And I'm thinking New York might be a great place for him to live, especially if you're a musician. And there's so much going on in New York that you could build yourself like a whole music foundation. A lot of labels are here. We're like the media capital. So this might be the perfect place to live. I don't know what part of New York he lived. Little Nas X give me Brooklyn tease. Like he definitely gives me like he would live in Bushwick or, in one of those type of areas where all the little hipster gays live. I used to live in Bushwick. I kind of miss Bushwick. But yeah, he definitely gives me that. But anyway, so this says following the debut of his latest single, J. Christ, at number 69 on the Billboard, number 69? How appropriate. On the Billboard Hot 100 earlier this year, the rapper seemingly scrapped his album rollout and is reconfiguring what type of artist he wants to be. And over the long Labor Day holiday weekend, he joked about the drama on TikTok. One, he said, God, after giving me Industry Baby as the last song of my 3-year hit song streak. This is what reads on the text on a clip from where X informs him, I guess it was saying, I thought they were saying Twitter, but X informs himself that he only has 30 minutes of fame left. I do love how he takes it all in stride. He has a wonderful sense of humor about making fun of himself. Um, and they said another video plays the nostalgic music for Mean Girls while the rapper walks down the street. And I wanted to. This is the one I want to show y'all, but I'm going to have to mute it because I don't want to get demonetized. So please hold. And it's basically, he's showing a little booty. I know exactly where he is. That's Midtown Manhattan. So he said, me after firing my entire team and moving to New York just so I could cosplay as a struggling underground artist who's about to have their big break and has no idea. So Little Nas being messy and silly, per usual, it is a cackle. But now with him putting this out here, um, they also said that he put out a more earnest video on Monday, of course. My birthday is real popular. Everybody decided to put stuff out there on, Virgo season. He said, starting over. I mean, I kind of should look for that. I didn't see that third video, but we'll just have to read it so that way, for context. But he said, starting over is embarrassing. He began. You just got to do it anyway. You got to start over regardless because why not? You need to just feel all those things you want to avoid feeling. People are going to tell you how good things used to be and how great you were. The past was so much better than right now. You just got to be where you are. You got to start from where you are. And you just stand next to yourself. You have to stand next to yourself, stand beside yourself, stand beside your ideas. Stop trying to cling onto what was so you can become the next version of you. This is what he concluded by saying, I haven't had my next big thing yet, but I know it's coming. Well, you know what? Oh, I did find the video. Um, Look, he's had a lot of hits. He had Old Town Road, Call Me by Your Name, Montero, and Industry Baby. And he has Panini, and That's What I Want. But I feel like, what can I possibly say about Little Nas X or what his issue is? I feel like he's going through an identity crisis, and he hasn't truly figured out where he fits in regards of the music. Do you want to be a rapper? Do you want to be a hip hop artist? Do you want to be a pop star? I mean, you can be all those things, but I feel like with his genre and his sound, to me, I look at Little Nas X's his type of audience is very much in the same vein as like his audience is not like the Ratchets. He's not pulling in the future types. He's not pulling in the LL Cool J types. I know I just aged myself that one, but it was like the older crowd. You need to go for the more younger Charlie XCX, Shy Girl, Troy Sivan type of girlies. You got the white girls, the LGBTs, the gays live for him. And you kind of go into that whole gay rapper thing, which is you do your rhymes, but fuck hip hop. Go more alternative. Go more hyper pop. Dig more into like a more like I said before, alternative elements. You can stick electronic music, hip hop, house, all those different things. Mix it up. You're kind of one of those artists who, in my opinion, gives me like you're more on the alternative side than just a black dude that raps. Like you're in that element of you pulling in a lot of the white kids, you pulling a lot of the hipsters, you're pulling a lot of the Gen Zers. Like you give me that, and a lot of young girls live for him. So I don't see, and a lot of the young gay boys that look up to him too, and the non-binaries. Like I feel like you should go more into that whole situation and not try to. Well, but then at this point, he needs to figure out who he is. But I feel like you being in New York, that's the perfect way for you to figure out, what your sound is because there's so much creativity that can be explored as you being a New Yorker. So I say, well, living out here in New York. So I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this story? And what do y'all think in regards of Little Nas X rethinking things and reconfiguring his sound and trying to figure out, what it is that he needs to do in regards of getting his career back on top? Inquiring minds, meaning this mind of mine, definitely would like to know what y'all think of this story in the comments and leave it in the comments down below.